Hey guys, David Huffaker here, coming with you with another week of information news that you can use. So lots going on this week. It's the week before Thanksgiving. The National Association of Realtors made several big decisions this week about how we can display commissions, about the terms that we use, and ultimately about how homes are advertised, mostly online and displayed. So depending upon where you are around the country, a few of them that impact all of us, right? The first one being the buyer broker's commission must now be disclosed on all advertisements. So previously, it was not disclosed. I shouldn't say all advertisements within the MLS and the listing feeds. So that's your local Realtrax, Realtrax.com, any feeds out to Realtor.com or Zillow or wherever they go must display the buyer's broker's commission. So is this a big deal, right? I think that most people out there know that typically a listing is negotiable, but it also usually falls somewhere around the 6% mark is kind of the industry average or the average, depending on where you're at in the country. And half of that is typically shared with the buyer's agent. So I think as long as you believe in transparency and open and honest relationships with your clients, not a big deal, right? I think most people get it. I think it gives you the opportunity. I like that it puts it out there. It's more transparent and open to the consumer. And I believe that most of them kind of understand that. The only people who really might have a large problem with it may be listing agents who don't want to give the full 3% or 50% of the listing commission over to the buyer side. And so again, I think it creates open communication and transparency. So I like that decision. The next one is an interesting one, and depending upon how you use scripts and what you say may come into play. And so the broader term, you hear a lot of buyers agents say, well, you should hire me because my services are essentially free, right? Indicating that the seller pays for the buyer's commission like we were just discussing. And that's interesting because the services are not free, right? Your buyer's agency agreement states that they agree to pay you a certain commission or a certain percentage when you help them find a home. And it just so happens that the listing agent and the listing commission or the seller has agreed to pay a buyer's broker's commission. But your services aren't free. And so the National Association of Realtors has now put out a statement or a rule stating that you cannot use that term when talking to buyers or when you're doing your buyer's consultation. So if you do, go back and retool that, right? There's still a great way to say it, to say like, look, my services cost this amount. Thankfully, in this market, the sellers agree to pay for X% in most situations. In the event that the seller doesn't agree to pay for the full amount of my fee, the amount of the fee will be added on at closing in addition to your purchase price, right? And so you can explain that to them through the buyer's agreement and kind of as you're going through your buyer's consultation. Remember, guys, we highly encourage you to get a buyer's consultation done and get a buyer's agreement signed before you go out and start showing properties. Personally, I've always had a rule that I'll show anybody one house. We are realtors after all. And so I don't mind going out and meeting people, showing them a home, and then doing a buyer's consultation at that moment, even if it's a brief, 5 or 10 minutes discussion on what's the benefits of having an agent working for them, and then having them sign a buyer's rep agreement, just stating that when we go out and look for homes, I want to go out and work for them. I hear a lot of folks sometimes say that, like, well, especially the consumer, that will tell agents, well, if you find me the home, then I'll use you as my agent. And guys, I would say the objection handler to that is that, I would always just respond with, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, I can appreciate that. But you see that I'm a professional realtor and I have many clients that have hired me to go help them find homes. And since they've signed a piece of paper hiring me as their agent, their exclusive agent, I owe them my loyalty, my care, my obedience, all of the fiduciary responsibilities that come along with that document. That means that I owe it to them to go out and find them homes. And it wouldn't really be fair if I went out and started looking for you homes and trying to find you a home without you hiring me as your agent. So there are agents out there that may do the work without you signing something with them. However, I'm a professional and I believe you want to work with a professional. So let's do the right thing and sign a buyer's agreement. That way you know that I'm loyal to you, that I'm looking out for your best interest. And honestly, this thing can be canceled with a 10-day notice either way. I'll put that in the special stipulations. So all you got to do is let me know if you're unsatisfied and we can just rip this document up. But it allows me to go out and do the work for you so that you can find the home that you want. In this market, that's pretty important. Wouldn't you agree? Right? So we're just using a script to be able to have a conversation with them about the value of hiring us as their agent. And then remember, you do have a fiduciary responsibility to those that have signed a buyer's agreement with you to be out there looking for homes for them and helping them find that next home. Okay, awesome. So don't use the word free. Make sure that MLS feeds, those will get updated, I'm sure, through the local MLSs and the IDX feeds out to the websites that'll display commissions. And then lastly, I don't know anywhere that does this, but they put in a rule that says that you can't filter listings based off of commission. So you can't only go find the homes that pay 3% and show those. Guys, that wouldn't really be doing our fiduciary responsibility anyways. That's why we want to be open and honest with our clients up front. Help them understand what your fee is. Help them understand what is the value in your fee. And then help them understand also that if there's a builder or for sale by owner or someone out there that's not paying your full amount, no big deal. Just like there's fees to get a loan and fees to buy the house and fees to get title and fees to get appraisal and fees to pay taxes on the settlement statement, there'll also be a small fee for your portion of the commission for the job that you do. There are a lot of fees in buying a home. You should not be embarrassed or fearful for the value that you bring to charge your full amount. Okay, guys, it's almost Thanksgiving, and so I just want to encourage you over the next week. There's two trains of thought. One of them says it's the Friday before Thanksgiving, or this is the week of Thanksgiving, and therefore I'm going to take the time off, enjoy it, be with my family, and not work. That's an option, right? The other train of thought is Thanksgiving's one day, Black Friday is one morning. Thanksgiving Eve is, a lot of fun with the family. I'm not saying don't go enjoy the time with your family, but also don't use it as an excuse to go spend the next 2 weeks not working. The holidays are coming up. 2 weeks can turn into 6 weeks, and 6 weeks can turn into a really poor first quarter. Work hard, play hard. You got Christmas, you got Christmas Eve, you got holiday parties. Get a calendar, put them all down, figure out when you're going to get your lead generation done, when you're going to get your phone calls made. This week, what a great week to reach out to our clients and be extremely human and just tell them happy Thanksgiving. We're thankful for them being a client of ours, thankful for them being a friend of ours, and thankful for the opportunity to be on a journey with them in life. Guys, that's pretty simple, right? And it's genuine and we really mean it. Guys, if you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out, 615-480-9617. Always love to talk about the market, about what's going on, and about ways we can help improve your business. Also, don't hesitate to reach out to your team leaders or your ALC members for more encouragement and conversations around how to grow your business. Talk to you soon, guys.